A commonplace book is a space to write down information that you want to remember from different sources. In this video, we'll show you how to set one up, including recommended supplies from JetPens.com. Stay till the end to see how I use one. How do I set up and keep a commonplace book? A typical commonplace book from the Renaissance era was used to record quotes from books, scientific facts, and other interesting bits of knowledge. However, your commonplace book can contain anything you want. Write down your favorite song lyrics, new recipes you want to try, or anything that grabs your attention. There's no right or wrong way to do it. You can use any notebook as a commonplace book, and we recommend two later in the video. First, be sure to set up your notebook by creating a table of contents and numbering the pages. This will make it easier to find things later. Think about how you'll keep your commonplace book organized. What kind of information do you want to record? If you're interested in lots of different topics, you may want to use an index and write down the specific page numbers where each subject appears. You can also divide up your notebook into sections and assign each one to a different subject. For example, you can record all the animal facts you come across in one section, then use another section to keep your reading notes. Next, we'll share our recommended supplies for two commonplace book setups. A travel-friendly commonplace book. The pocket-sized Yamamoto Robiki notebook has a waxed craft paper cover that breaks in as you use it, giving it a nicely weathered look. Each notebook is filled with 30 sheets of cream-colored dot grid paper. Because they're so slim, they're easy to finish, and you can feel accomplished with every volume of your commonplace book on your shelf. When you're writing on the go, the Pentel Energel and its quick-drying ink make sure you won't smudge your notes by mistake. We recommend picking up a retractable pen, like the Energel X or Infree, so you can clip it to the notebook's cover. You don't have to worry about losing caps either. The Energel also comes in a variety of colors, so you can color code your commonplace book too. A desk companion commonplace book. The A5 Midori MD notebook is a great option for writers who tend to take notes at a desk. It's larger and has more pages than the Robiki, so if you have a lot of things you want to write down, you won't have to go through a stack of small notebooks. Every Midori MD notebook is filled with cream-colored paper that's a joy to write on. You can pick from a variety of different sheet styles. With such a high-quality commonplace book, you'll want to pair it with a lovely Pilot Metropolitan. This fountain pen is one of our favorites for beginners because it's easy to use yet incredibly durable. The smooth nib glides across the Midori MD's paper. The Metropolitan comes with a cartridge, so you can start writing as soon as you get it. Writers who are interested in delving deeper in the fountain pen hobby can pair the included converter with bottled fountain pen inks. Writers who don't want to fuss with ink cartridges or bottles should try the Tombow Zoom 505. This elegant rollerball pen creates lines with a light touch. We appreciate its wide grip section and ergonomic body, which cuts down on hand cramps. Commonplace book accessories. High-tide sticky tabs can help you keep your commonplace book organized. They combine convenient index tabs with plenty of note-taking space. Here's a tip: try using the sticky tabs to divide up your notebook. Attach a tab to the page and record the entries that come after it. When you fill up the sticky tab, you've completed that section. Place a fresh tab on the next blank page and keep going until your notebook is filled up. Instead of using a highlighter or pen to underline passages in a book, try using iconic index highlighter sticky notes. These translucent sticky notes are long enough to cover entire lines of text. They also have designs that are perforated in halves or thirds, so you can pick a sticky note that's just long enough for part of a sentence. And because they use removable adhesive, you can peel them off once you're done copying passages into your commonplace book. Kamiro Kokofusen sticky notes make it easy to mark quotes and passages that you want to revisit later. They come in convenient holders that ensure you always have some page flags nearby. Choose from two different types. One has several different sticky notes inside of a credit card-sized holder. The other is slim and compact, with an adhesive backing, so you can attach it to a notebook cover. To add photos and artworks to your Commonplace book, there's nothing better than a Tombow Mono permanent adhesive tape runner. It works just like a correction tape and applies strips of dry adhesive. It's much neater than a glue stick and can be used with all kinds of paper. I thought I would show you my Commonplace book to give you an idea on how to use your own. I read a lot of books, and I usually write down interesting quotes and poems in my journal. But when I wasn't writing personal entries a lot, my journal started getting crowded out by things I was copying. I decided to keep a Commonplace book so I could collect snippets in one place before transferring them to my journal. I use a lined Midori MD notebook for my Commonplace book. I have an index set up in the front where I write down author names, then the pages where they appear. I feel like I've written a lot, but I'm only about 20 pages in. You can see how long this notebook will last. I'm really looking forward to filling it up. Do you have a Commonplace book? Are you interested in starting one? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching!